Look, I know these are animals, and they don't play bridge and go to the prom, but you can't tell me that the little one didn't know who his mother was. That's got to mean something. And later at the hospital, Bob Shoemaker was telling me about the nobility and tradition of hunting and how it related to the Native American Indians. And I nodded, and I said that was interesting while I was thinking about what a load of crap it was. Hunting was part of Indian culture. It was food, and it was clothes, and it was shelter. They sang and danced and offered prayers to the gods for a successful hunt so that they could survive just one more unimaginably brutal winter. The things they had to kill held the highest place of respect for them, and to kill for fun was a sin. And they knew the gods wouldn't be so generous next time. What we did wasn't food, and it wasn't shelter, and it sure wasn't sports. It was just mean.
Jeremy, why didn't you tell us how you felt about hunting when we gave you this?
Because you told me you spoke to Mark Sabbath at USA Today.
Yeah, in
fact, I know you must have spoken to him before you ever hired me.
Well, of course I did. I also spoke to Dave Heller at the Free Press and Tom Monahan at the Sacramento Bee.
And they all said pretty much the same thing.
Yes, they all said that Jeremy Goodwin was a bright guy with a world-class understanding of popular sports, but that he didn't quite fit in, and there was little chance that he'd advance in their organization.
Due respect, Mr. Jaffe, but I have $80,000 in college loans to pay back. My instincts told me to shut the hell up and do what I was told.
Your instincts were wrong.
Not fitting in is how qualified people lose jobs.
Yeah, but a lot of the time, it's how they end up working here. Now, you had an obligation to tell us how you felt. Partly because I don't like getting a phone call saying I put one of my people in the hospital. But mostly because if you feel that strongly about something, you have a responsibility to try and change my mind. Did you think I would fire you simply because you made a convincing argument? It's taken me a lot of years, but I've come around to this. If you're dumb, surround yourself with smart people. And if you're smart, surround yourself with smart people who disagree with you. I'm an awfully smart man, and Mark Sabbath is an idiot. He had you, and he blew it. You're gonna do great here. But you gotta trust us. You fit in on your own time.
Hey. Hey, Sam. How's it going? It's going fine.
I'm sorry. Is it Jim Bob?
JJ.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Jim Bob.
No.
Take a walk with me, will you?
Where?
It's a surprise. You guys know who Philo Farnsworth was?
Philo Farnsworth?
Yeah.
And what's going on?
He invented television. I don't mean he invented television like Uncle Milty. I mean, he invented the television in a little house in Provo, Utah, at a time when the idea of transmitting moving pictures through the air would be like me saying I figured out a way to beam us aboard the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah, look,
He was a visionary. He died broke and without fanfare. The guy I really liked, though, was his brother-in-law, Cliff Gardner. He said, Philo, I know everyone thinks you're crazy, but I want to be a part of this. I don't have your head for science, so I'm not going to be able to help much with the design and the mechanics of the invention, but it sounds like you're going to need glass tubes.
JJ, I don't
You see,
think
Philo was inventing the cathode receptor, and even though Cliff didn't know what that meant or how it worked, he'd seen Philo's drawing. And he knew he was going to need glass tubes. And since television hadn't been invented yet, it's not like you could get them at the local TV repair shop. I want to be a part of this, Cliff said. I don't have your head for science. How would it be if I were to teach myself to be a glass blower and I could set up a little shop in the backyard and I could make all the tubes you'll need for testing? There ought to be congressional medals for people like that.
Maybe so.
I've looked over the notes you've been giving over the last year or so, and I have to say they exhibit an almost total lack of understanding of how to get the best from talented people.
Excuse me, but
You said before that for whatever reason I seem to be able to exert some authority around here. I assure you, it's not because they like me. It's because they knew 2 minutes after I walked in the door, I'm someone who knows how to do something. I can help. I can make glass tubes. That's what they need. One last thing. The first and last decision-making authority on this show will rest with Isaac Jaffe until Isaac Jaffe says otherwise. And if you disrespect him in my presence again, I will rededicate the rest of my life to ruining the rest of yours. And if you think I'm just mouthing at you, you should ask around about me. I have absolutely no conscience about these things.
Sam, why did you bring us out here?
'Cause there's the exit. That's it. The meeting's over.